What's up, everybody? Jimmy Jackson, realtor out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Keller Williams, GR North. I'm making a video for you today. This video is how to raise your rent without losing good tenants. So, in this video, I'm actually going to play a video, a 3-minute video of somebody explaining this. So, everybody has their views on what to do. I'm gonna throw a few things out really quick before I play the video. My perspective is the first thing. Actually, let me remove this. The first thing is communication, treating your tenants well, um, being there when they need something. Don't lie to them. Be truthful. Make sure that you know just treat them like family. That's the best thing I can say. Treat them like family and let them know like why the rent's being raised. You know what I mean? If you're upping their way of life, if you're making their way of life better, they should understand. They should know that you're just not being greedy, not trying to rob them. And who knows, maybe if you can negotiate something, if you put it in their contract that their rent's going up this amount of dollars and they can't afford it, maybe you can work something out with them. If you want to raise it 200, they can only afford 100. Maybe tell them, all right, we'll only raise it 100, but you have 1 year before we're going to do the full 200. So maybe you want to look for another job, maybe you want to try to get a raise, get a manager position, to make them work harder so they at least know what's coming. So let's check out this video.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Marce, the property pastor, and today I want to talk about how to raise rent. Please make sure, if you haven't done so, to hit the subscribe button, follow the channel. We're bringing great content to you every single week, and I want to just shout out the folks over at Rent Ready because they have some amazing tools in the form of resources, in the form of software. They've got an app where you can manage repairs. You can sign leases, you can communicate back and forth with tenants, and you can even do your accounting software. So a lot of great tools for landlords who are trying to self-manage or trying to build a business. Now, the first thing I want to share is that you should never be afraid to increase the rent. We're living in inflationary times and prices are going up. Just to go get a hamburger now, it costs you about $1 or $2 more than it used to cost. Interest rates are going up, taxes are going up.
Just to throw this out there, I'm going to pull up that Rent Ready website that he talked about that can help you manage your rent. So I'm gonna throw that in at the end if you want to just stay on here.
And people expect that rents will actually go up as well. And I highly recommend that you communicate to a tenant when they rent your property that the lease will go up over time. Now, here's the thing. If you're afraid of raising rents, one thing I want to reassure you in is that people really don't like to move. They don't want to go and pack up their sofa. They don't want to have to box up all their clothes. They don't want to go and have to rent a U-Haul. And they don't want to have to go and ask all their friends to help them move. So how do we effectively raise rents? One of the things I think you should do is build rent increases into your lease agreement. So in your lease agreement, you should have some verbiage that says after the expiration of this lease, rent will automatically increase by 3%. You want to write that in your lease so that when your lease auto renews at the end of that 12-month period, that rental amount automatically goes up. Another tip I want to give you is that you can offer upgrades to the property. You can do upgrades in the form of stainless steel. You can also put in a garbage disposal. You can put in a dishwasher. You have old linoleum flooring. Well, you can replace that with vinyl plank flooring. You can replace carpet with new carpet. You can paint. You can change out light fixtures. A little bit goes a long way. The other way you can increase rents is.
I also want to touch base on the fact that let's say you do get. Let me look something up. Let's say you do get a new dishwasher. You get a new dishwasher. I'm looking at Lowe's. You get a decent one for $400. This one for a GE 24 top plastic tub dishwasher is $400. Okay, you get them a new dishwasher, and let's say you get them a decent new refrigerator, you know, because let's say when you got the property, you haven't completely renovated it with brand new things yet. Let's just say you spent 1,000 on it. You're not getting them this fire refrigerator. You're getting them a decent refrigerator. Let's say it's 1,000. You spent $1,400. So if you raise their rent by $200 a month, in 7 months, you're getting that money that you just put into to make their life, better. If they didn't have a dishwasher, or the dishwasher wasn't the best, maybe the fridge was decent, but it didn't have the uh water thing, the water in the ice thing. I can't remember what it's called, but if it didn't have those things, you put a couple things in there. You're showing the tenant that you appreciate them, and you make that money back in 7 months, and then you build a relationship with them, and you're gonna have them wanting to stay.
To take advantage of some of the amenities that you may have on the property. For example, if you have additional parking or off-street parking, if you have additional storage on site, a detached garage or basement storage, you can rent those spaces out to your tenants for additional income. On top of that, if you have laundry services on site, you can put coin-operated washer and dryers and actually generate additional income there. The last thing I want to recommend is in the form of utilities. So let's say, for example, you have a duplex and you are currently paying the water for both tenants because the meters are not split. So now there's two ways you can do that. You can take the actual bill and give it to them, or you can take the average of 12 months of bills and essentially, divide that up and say each month your water bill surcharge is $70. But if you are paying for any utilities, it's important that you pass that on to the tenant, and you're actually going to be generating additional income as well. So you may not be raising the rent per se, but you are raising your actual income and improving your bottom line. So those are some tips I wanted to give you about how you can raise rents, how you can increase your revenue coming in for your property. And I hope they helped you. And if you haven't done so already, remember, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like.
So yeah, he gave a pretty good layout. He explained things amazingly. Here is that website that he was talking about. It is called Rent Ready. So according to him, it helps you with payments with a tenant management software. It helps you get paid on time. And actually, I'm going to send this to one of my boys. It helps you screen smarter. And I'll let you check it out. This video isn't to go over all of this. So once again, if you made it to the end of the video, I want to say thank you. And probably should switch my image. I want to say thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share this page, and let's keep the real estate information going. You have a blessed day.